Yes, everybody. Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. It's Brentford versus West Ham, and it's live 3 p.m. on a Saturday. Let's be having you, and it's the watch along with myself. Russ, by the way, hi, nice to meet you. And Anton, who's going to be joining us, and he's going to be doing the all the other stuff, the actual game. I'm just a fluffer. Hope everyone is safe and well. That is the starting line. Actually, let's show you the. There's the full squad, Areola, and they're wearing the black shirt for the first Premier League time. Back four, it looks like, of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Kilman, and Emerson. So Todibo keeps the shirt from Wednesday. Obviously, you know Alvarez, we know, but Rodriguez is in instead of him. Souček keeps his place. Paqueta, and then Kudus, Bowen, and Antonio on the bench. We have Fabianski, Cresswell, Soler, Soufal, Somerville, Mavropanos, Luis Guilherme back from his goal for the under-21s in the International Premier League Cup on Tuesday. Danny Ings and the man himself, Andy Irving. In terms of Brentford, their lineup is Flecken, Van der Berg, Collins, Pinnock, Ajay, Janelle Damsgaard, Carvalho, obviously a very good player, Fabio, I like him. Keane Lewis Potter, do you remember him? We were always linked to him. Sadly, Brian Mberno's playing. And Schleid on the bench. Vladimir Milanovos, Ben Mee, Yamlungchik, Megma, Konak, Trevitt, Huijsen, Jisoo, and Yogan. So what do we think of that lineup? I think it's probably, well, I feel sorry for Somerville because I think he's played well over the last couple of games. Now, it could be a 4-3-2-1. It could be a 4-3-3. Souček, the way the team was read out, it could be Paqueta playing in alongside Rodriguez with Souček up as a 10. He's played as a 10 quite often. But we don't know really until they kick off. Let's have a quick look in the chat. Shaky says a 2-1 for the West Ham Cowboys. Midfielder weak again. I think it's... I mean, am I right in thinking... Let me just have a quick look at that team again. Oh, he's in, yeah. So I thought Soler was in this game. Yeah, I mean, the back five is our back five, isn't it, really? It's Todibo's shirt to lose now. We know that the dog's barking. We know that Wan-Bissaka is the right first choice right back. We know Emerson is the first choice left back. We know it's Kilman and one other, and it looks like it's Todibo, which is great, which I'm really happy about, to be honest, because for me, he's in a bizarre twist of events. When you say we lost 5-1, I thought we actually played quite well. In all honesty. I thought he didn't really stand out in terms of having a bad game, which is always a good sign for me, particularly from a player, particularly from a defender. But yeah, no, I think it's the midfield, and the midfield is an issue. Midfield is we see, and it's critical, that midfield, because yesterday I was at the game, and. Obviously, under-21s won again, 3-2. Made hard work for it, to be honest. But what was interesting was talking to some of the guys there, some of the coaches, and West Ham had Ollie Scholes sort of play more of a midfield, left side midfield role, and he'd get the ball, turn and drive at midfield, and they turned around and said, "Look, that's what the first team need. Not necessarily Ollie Scholes, but they need someone who's going to take the ball and drive and literally bring the ball from midfield and drive it forward." And I totally agreed with them. We do need that player, and whether it is Souček's there or Paqueta, I think it makes a massive difference. Really, Paqueta's there. I think we've got a bit more linkage between the midfield, with the sort of the linkage between the defence and the forward. If it's Souček, we haven't. All right, Peeps. No Somerville again. Waste on the left. I totally agree. I feel sorry for Somerville. I thought he's been playing well recently. I thought he was probably our most dangerous player. or on Wednesday, I'd say. Afternoon usual. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Rob reckons it's 2-0 for the Hammers. Leaving some off will not help Loppy with the fans. Loppy needs to get results. He's not. I don't say he's particularly bothered about not the fans as such, but he needs to get some points. So he's not trying to. He needs to get something. For me, I think it's about getting some points on the board today. Some good points. I don't think it's. I think the performance comes after there's a bit more confidence with the side. I don't think the side has much confidence at the moment, and therefore I think it's about getting a result. And I think that team should get a result. It should do. Maybe today is the day. Absolutely fuming is Spammerette. I'm happy. It's totally deflated me. Get our best player off the left where he's least effective. Tatty's a 10, is a joke, but Tatty next to is also a disaster. I would be inclined to say that Tatty will be more used as the 10, and then I can see if it's not working, Souček comes off, Soler comes on. I think we're probably maybe one play, yeah, but then Soler. I mean, the fact of the matter is, again, talking yesterday, it was quite interesting to listen to what people say, what the coaches say, really, and they weren't keen on the old Bowen up front, and I agree with them wholeheartedly on that. So at the moment with Fulkrug unlikely to be back unlikely to be in a starting level of fitness in terms of starting lineup to be back until the Tottenham game. I think it's the best we can do at the moment from up front position. And I don't think Danny Ings is the right person either. Caduceus left, nearly time to sit on the couch, put the chat on and slate at YouTube chat again. Indeed, I always go into the game for rocking my stomach. Felt optimistic earlier. Midfield was always going to be weaker today, but what chance has Antonio got getting deliveries from that? Antonio's got a good chance as long as Antonio needs to know his role. Do you know what I mean? I think he's a battering ram, and that's what he needs to be used for. Did I prefer him coming off the bench against Liverpool? Much, yes. I thought he had a very good cameo from the bench, which is exactly what I want from my Antonio. I don't want my Antonio having to play 60, 70 minutes. That's not his role there. My head says start watching the cricket. Well, it's finished now, isn't it? We won't get any points either. 2-0 to us as Mrs. Smith. The magic needs to happen today or J-Lo can start counting. Timmy's on the verge of creating chaos. No, Fulkrug won't be back until the Man United game will play probably, but the Spurs game. Indeed, Guilherme's on the bench and he's on form. He played really well for the under-21s on Tuesday. While I have you, I've got to give you a plug. I've got to do the mug plug. It's the mug plug. And again, the one on the left, not on the right. If you want to buy a mug, the one on the left, not on the right, they are available. Literally, I think we've probably got less than a handful left now. They have flown off the proverbial shelves. Look how happy I look. I look so happy drinking out my mug. If you want to buy one, I will put a link in the chat. That link is for UK postage only. If you want to, and you're outside these climes and you want to buy one, let me know. Drop us an email at westhamnetwork@gmail.com and I can give you an idea of how much that will cost. Paqueta ain't been great, granted. But that team without him is far worth. I totally agree. And if the Fulham game, certainly think he's needed. Hi, Mickey. If Mickey brings the energy from Wednesday, I think within the first, for me, as I've always said, if Mickey plays well, the team play well. And for me, if he comes to the point where he kicks off and he's got the bit between his teeth and then the team play well around him. Obviously, it's the first time we're wearing this shirt in the Premier League today. So this is my birthday present, by the way. So yeah, it was my birthday last week. No. I won't be, and I imagine he wouldn't be. I imagine won't travel in the German national side if picked as well. What is your number? What number? Phone number? Good luck with that. 2-1 to us. Sorry, Russ. 3-0 to the Bees, do you reckon? Or is it okay? That should be okay. Antonio brings the energy and impact. Somehow Lopez not realised that. Well, I think what are the alternatives at the moment? The alternatives are Bowen up top. I don't like Bowen up top. Yesterday, literally I spoke to a lot of the coaches yesterday from the academy. None of them like Bowen up top. And so that to me is okay, fair enough. Danny Ings doesn't work in this system like that. Danny Ings works when we're playing more of a. Danny Ings works more at home, I think. Antonio does a lot of donkey work. For me, it's Fulcru comes. He starts, he batters a defence for 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Then Antonio comes over 20 minutes. That's what you do. I'd love to know. She's trying to pull. Russ would look happy drinking a warm can of special brew. He's our source of optimism. Don't like special brew. Anyway. No, some will joke. No, not today. Suchek and Mickey impact subs. I agree. And again, possibly with the Alvarez situation, I think if Alvarez was fit, it would have probably been Alvarez and Rodriguez, and Suchek would have been on the bench. But again, that's not the case. Remember last time you put your phone number on live, you put your phone number on. We don't do that. We only do that usually on a Friday, or if we're doing a call-in show. Do we have to play with striker? Can we not play Caduce in the middle? The trouble is, I think then you've got no target man, no outball. And we still need an outball in my eyes. So there we go. Man City Newcastle finished 1-1. The last time Newcastle lost was against Man City at home. City going to miss Rodri big time. I think they will. I think they'll take them a few games to get used to it. I think getting Gundogan back was a very shrewd bit of business by Pep, I'll be honest. It was a very good bit of business. And even more so now in hindsight. It's a great bit of business. Great bit of business indeed. These mugs available. We'll do another run of them, probably with a different design. But no, I think they will do. What else we got? Let's have a quick look. Bosh. Let's have a look at I haven't seen the other games. What the other games on today? What is a point of a target man must be? We don't get F all to them. Waste of not necessarily getting up to them, but I think you need something to occupy the defences, and you need someone as a focal point, not necessarily a target man, but a focal point. So for me, Antonio and Fulcru, to be honest, would do a lot of donkey work, run down the channels. They'll command a defence, command a defender, draw defenders in, maybe even draw a central midfielder in to defend a ball, which means there's balls out, there's space. You know about balls out, happy I'm right. On the wings for the likes of Caduce, for the likes of Bowen, for the likes of Paqueta to exploit. That's the way I think it's needed. It's more of a team, Antonio ain't scored in the last 7 games, I think. I think Caduce hasn't scored in the last 7 or 8 as well, but it's about the team. It's the team, which I think Antonio brings a lot to when he plays well. If you don't play well, and you get that feeling in the first couple of minutes, if he's up for it or not, then the team don't play well because it is pivotal. Strong lineup. Kukazu's unlucky, but this team should be able to challenge Brentford. I expect at least a point. I expect at least a point, to be honest, today. You look at the Brentford side, they're without 8 key players. They're without a striker. They're in terms of Igor. Weiser's out. It's an okay side. Fabio Carvalho, he's obviously the danger man at the moment. He's playing really well. Damsgaard, it's okay. King Lewis Potter, our new celebrity, he's starting to get some game time. But then they do have Brian Mbemo, and every time Brian Mbemo plays, he always seems to score at West Ham. So it is what it is, unfortunately. Bowen the Octopus will do, but I just don't think it. I just don't think, and I think Bowen is wasted up top on his own. Bowen would work if as the little man and the big man, little man. He's playing 2 up front, I reckon, but not on his own. It doesn't work. Not for the way we're playing, in my eyes. Good shout. Yeah, Souček. I mean that's basically the role that Antonio plays is sort of that battering ram, hold it up, maybe link up, but just to command some defenses. I just think Bowen he's wasted. So Kudus is wasted on the left. I think he's wasted up front. Disappointment for now. Just hope we're not going to get played off the park. They looked good against Spurs, albeit they lost. Oh, pardon me. All right, let me have a quick look. What other games have gone today? Arsenal, Leicester. Arsenal's win that today. Chelsea, Brighton be a good game, 3:00 as well. Everton, Palace. Both sides haven't got a win on the belts yet. Forest, Fulham. Forest is starting to get some feet. And then Wolves, Liverpool. You expect Liverpool to win that game. Sorry. The toy. Bowen, the toy octopus. I do apologise. At least one big nose was given. Fair play for it for every time singles. Indeed, what match of the day for those? If anyone's wondering what you're talking about, Hammers. Exactly, Chorus. Dagenham, Brian, expat from Mexico. Hope you're well, my friend. I believe today is the day. Going for a 3-1 win. Come on, you Irons. Alexandra wants Loppy out. ASAP. Poo emoji. Gives me a little hope that we've both conceded 9 in the league, so they can be got at 2. Brentford aren't the side that they have been the last couple. I mean, last year they weren't very good at all. They were sort of languishing near the bottom third of the league, and I think they maybe again we'll wait and see. I won't say anything in case they turn us over. Well, obviously Anthony Gordon as well. Has he signed his new deal now? Because they had the tifo out. I was like, did they? Has he actually signed his deal yet? I don't know, but we've got just over 25 minutes until kickoff. There may be a small delay because I've got to go and pick up Flo at 3:00. If Anton's not here in a minute, so it might be a minute where there might be anyone on the screen. If there is, don't worry. One of us will be back very, very shortly. It's Jared. He was, that's why he was on Bowen. He called it Jared. Apparently, Gordon dived. And again, Gordon had to play up front today with Alexandra Isaac not available, and I just think it doesn't work. I just don't think Gordon up top works either. They're both wingers. They're not forwards. They're both wingers. So, 4 octopus emojis from the usual suspect. Anyway, let's come on, West Ham. Come on, West, not Ham, just West. We need to win this. Bradford 1. Are you referring to the 5-4 against in the mid-90s when John Moncur scored a penalty and then had to? Ben Bowen didn't play in that one. Do you mean Brentford, Tyler? Do you mean Brentford? Great example for the kids in doing Anthony Gordon. All the pundits saying he played really well. We need to see that desire we held against the bin dippers. We do. I mean, it's one of those games where, I mean, the Chelsea game, was a 3-0 defeat and it should have been probably about 4 or 5-0, to be honest. I don't think Wednesday was really a 5-1 worthy defeat, but it was what it was what it was. No, I think Tyler's. I like the fact that Tyler's about 25 years back in the day, and he's watching West Ham v Bradford and hoping it's going to be a good game with Shaka Hislop in goal and Stephen Bywater on the bench, and DiCanio, Lampard. I quite like that as an idea. It's sort of loads of TikToks where the guy claims that he's come back from the future. Tyler's the other way around. He's in the past now. Antonio will find the net. Whether that's the goal net, maybe he's going fishing afterwards. His wife's got some new stockings. I don't know. But there we go. Good afternoon, Howard. Nice to see you. I hope you are well, my friend. Had a lovely conversation in the cafe this morning. Treated Mrs. Budden to a feast at the local Towers Cafe down the road. very good cafe, lovely people there, good food, reasonably priced. And this bloke came up to me and just stood and went, "It's you, it's you, it's you in it." And I was wearing a West Ham top. I went, "Hello, it's you." And I don't know if I remembers the snowman. He used to have a snowman emblem. He's been banned from everything because he started sharing all the links to all the dodgy streams. But he was saying, I can't go on anything nowadays. I'm banned. But it was the snowman. I can't remember his name now, but he used to always be on there. But yeah, it's you. He goes, I'm not used to be. I was the snowman. I went, oh yeah, how funny. Come on, West Ham, we need to and come on, Pakistan. Is it cricket today? I don't know. With the ball himself, indeed. Howard reckons 2-0. Was that to us, Howard? Being away, I would hope so. Blackheart's coming back into the game. Refs say poor. Always fall for it. Oh, Shaka Hislop, indeed. Good afternoon, my friend. He was our keeper when I first started watching. Excellent. Yep. Caduce on the left again, indeed. Bubbles, Frank Butcher. I remember he disappeared. How he was funny. Fuck. I think his name was Frank Butcher. Oh, no, that was another guy, was it, Frank Butcher? But there was the guy who was like the snow. Yeah, like it was Snowman movie. Didn't Frank Butcher have Frank Butcher as his avatar? Defo calls for a few beers. This could be the start of us turning a corner and cracking on with our season. Does the season start now? Wishing 3 points, surely. Caduce on left making my score prediction more likely, says Trodge. This game 3 can go. I think he's very wrong. This game can go 2 ways. It can go 3 ways, couldn't it? It can win, lose, or draw. It's the truth of the matter, isn't it? You got 33% chance, 0.3 of anything happening, really, statistically speaking. So, what do we think the score is going to be? I want a list of scores, just simple. West Ham 2-0, 1-0, 3-1, 27-0, and who's going to score? And who's your predicted goal scorers? And we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. This just sent me. Right, so we've gone with. Yep, that's the team, George. It's right in front of you on the screen, by the way. There it is. We've got 3-1 Brentford. Oh, George. Kilman and Tadibo, 2-1. Now, it's funny. I was doing the under-21s yesterday, and as I got to the ground, the first team were just starting to board to get onto the train, onto the coaches to get down to the hotel near Brentford for the game. And I didn't realise Todibo is quite a tall lad. He's quite an imposing character, very similar to Areola, but seeing some more up close than I usually do, it was quite funny. And I think Areola was running to catch the bus because it looked like it was going to go without him. Another proper bashing or win a Cador. Can't see us winning. There we go. I think he could need 6 points. So then before the international break, Lockie could be gone. Don't think he will be, mate. I think he'll be gone. He'll have at least till Christmas. Did anyone see? There was the article. I think it was Gimme Sport or something, and it reckons the West Ham, or Steinden's, what's it called? Steinden's shortlist for taking out for a Lockie replacement is all ex-Chelsea players, managers. It was like Potter, Tuchel, or Lampard. In what world would Frank Lampard be on a West Ham shortlist of potential head coach replacements? It's like some people just like, oh yeah, didn't he used to play for West Ham? Don't know anything about anything else about that person. But he's hilarious. I have a suspicion, right? And again, someone mentioned the other day about maybe Lopetegui being a short-term appointment with a longer-term like replacement in tow. I think I personally think Lopetegui will be getting 2-3. Hopefully he gets 3 years. If he gets 3 years, he's been in 3 years. He'll be in Europe at least one of those 3 years. And then I think I would be surprised then you see Mr. Will still turn up. He's now at what's name? He's staying in France for a bit, but that's another 3 years experience. And we have been linked with others, and I've just got, I don't know why, I just got a feeling. Super duper optimistic, 14-0 the Irons. Antonio Brace 4-1, another 4-1 indeed. 3-0 Kudus, but Suchik Bowen 3-zip. Alex has gone for a 0-0. Odd that Guilherme's on the bench. That's the first, isn't it? No, he was on the bench before. He's been on the bench this season already. Been unused. But obviously he was playing for the under-21s on Tuesday in the International Cup. And actually, while I have you here, if you want to watch West Ham again in Europe, the next match in the International Cup for the under-21s is this Wednesday at Rush Green. It's not at Dagenham and Redbridge this week because the West Ham women are playing a home game on the Wednesday. So they'll be at Rush Green, which is, a great little venue. I love Rush Green. It was good yesterday. It was a good little crowd yesterday. So get along to it if you can. It's only a couple of quid a ticket. And you'll see West Ham in Europe again. Heart says 2-1. Head says 2-2. So Desmond, or it could be a 2-1. Antonio and Canutes, 1 each. Maybe it's Lampard Senior. In what world? I know, exactly. That's what I just, think would never put it past Sullivan, though. We need to get you, Russ, to Chris or Rich, Emerson Barbers behind Asda, and get your hair. Oh, mate, I go to Wiggy's. I go to Steve at Wiggy's. Nice guy, Steve, West Ham fan as well. So we're good on that. I do need to book it in. I need to that and that. I need to be sheared. Literally, the haircut takes about 3 minutes, and then we talk about West Ham for about 25 minutes. Indeed, 2-1. Suchek 8th minute for Fat Frank Trisk. In what reality? I know. That's what I mean. Feeding my water. We win. Stay 2-1. I just think, the club are aware of Will, but it is still early at the moment. But I think, West Ham fan, and, would appease some play. He's a proper, not saying Lopetegui isn't, but in terms of a head coach, that is the role he does. And I just think, one all says Chris, concerning fact, like Squirrely, West Ham like to gift one early. I was looking forward to that, not being able to predict the lineups this season. Well, I think, I think there will be a level of, the way they set up is different from home to away games. So I would expect if we was playing this game at home, we'd probably have got Paqueta as in the 8 and probably a Soler rather than Suchek. And he likes to try and keep it tight. And, and to intensity purposes, that Fulham game, he kept it tight. Palace, I think he played double pivot as well, did he, for Palace? No, Alvarez wasn't back, was he? No, he wasn't back for that. But are they doing building work? Yes, they are doing building work. I think they're still looking to move and looking for the right piece of ground. They are doing a lot of building work. Looks like there's building a gym unit. Looks like next to where the first lot of port cabins are. And on the back end, it looks like they're doing some building work as well. Something's going up. A couple of things are going up by looks of it. Looks quite a lot, actually, to be honest. Reminds me of that game we played in school. Moyes or Fat Frank, you have to pick one. At least he's won something. How can Tim want to leave when he has the one that wanted J-Lo? I don't think Tim wants to leave. I don't think so. First goal is crucial. Brentford expert time wasters, and we are the opposite of that this league with hardly any. Let's finally get some points. Enjoy the match. Last season they started time wasting 5 minutes in. Well, there you go. And I will have to apologise. There will be a period of time, maybe a couple of minutes or so, that there'll be no one on the stream, as I've got to go pick up Flo while my wife is out. She's gone to bingo. Don't know where it is, but she's gone to bingo. I think it's Liverpool Street I had to drop her off at. And so I will have to go and pick up young Florence, who's been at musical theatre all day. So I will need to go and pick her up. But Anton he's picking up his wife from a party. It's all go here, I tell you. All go in the West Ham network. We're all under the thumb. Totally under the thumb at the West Ham network for sure. Let's go for a few more comments. Finally, Taliba, he started on Wednesday, mate. Arthur Henry, hope you're well. City, another draw. We can still win the league. Indeed, they dropped points. Interesting that they just put up since the start of last season. Brentford have dropped more points from a winning position. Well, they dropped the most, 36 points, followed by Forest, Bournemouth, Everton, and Crystal Palace amongst the current Premier League clubs. Only one person wanted J-Lo, the Poison Dwarf. I didn't want him. I'm joking. Good morning from Lawrence. Hope you're well. From Langston, Kentucky. Hope the Colonel is well. Those 13 herbs and spices. Don't like this lineup. 2 new mistakes. Trudge, what would you do instead? I would change 4 positions in that team. Go ahead, let me know. I know, mate. Larry, hope you're not up there too early. Well, what is the time? What's the time in Central? Should that be about 9:15? No. 3:15. 3 hours back. It's about 7:45, isn't it? 7:45, something like that. How many on 20s? Brilliant. Great game. Great, really exciting game. I was right, 9:45. I was right. I was right the first time. They were really good. We'll do a full review on Monday with the Academy show. People are really enjoying that, so we'll keep doing that. They were really good. Made really hard work. Not hard work of it. I thought Chelsea were fucking awful. Defensively, unbelievably crap. They literally played 2 defenders, and the goalkeeper played as like the third centre back. It was so weird. And both of the first half, Emeka, both exactly the same. He's playing left wing back and literally just ran the whole length of the pitch. There was literally no right back, and then just shot. He did exactly the same thing twice. It was really incredible, actually. To be honest, they should have scored. West Ham should have scored a couple more, and Chelsea made a bit of a late one of it, but that was it. Phil for Somerville, he's been performing. I felt for him as well. And maybe it's one of those things where, I don't know, it's one player out to make that brave decision, in my eyes. You know, you've got that, it's that Souček position there. I mean, the chances are it might be Souček playing that role. It could be Paqueta actually in that position, maybe. We're not too sure. We'll find out. It may even interchange. You know, someone like Souček might decide that. You know, they might decide that Souček plays as a 10 potentially in a weird world. Where's my phone stand? I need a phone stand. But that position, then for me, if you put Paqueta in as that 8 role, then then Kudus moves along one, and then Paqueta, and then what's his name? Kudus goes on the left hand side. That's how you try and accommodate them. I don't believe accommodating them by putting Boeing up top is the right option at all. Can't wait to sell Kudus. Might not be put, but needs to go, and the money spent elsewhere. Not terrible. I think Paqueta is lucky to keep his place, and someone was incredibly lucky to miss out. One of the better team selections thus. Come on, your ears. Still on the left, though, indeed. Kudus swapped with Souček, playing box to box. Some of you on the left, Ings up front. Ings, for me, Ings don't suit this setup at all. I'd love it. I'd love to make it home in time and not be one behind when I start the TV. That's always like same as me, so I've got to go and pick Flo up. I'd rather put Soler rather than Souček. I think most of us would do. I think if we were at home, playing home, I think he probably would. But away from home, he does tend to be a bit more pragmatic at home. We beat Chelsea, yeah. I mean, Chelsea, they brought on David Washington. I mean, look, remember playing Chelsea last year, and they tore us a new one. I think Ronnie, the little lad up front, he's on loan at Burton this year, but he scored a couple. He was really good. David Washington tore us a new one. It didn't look good. Chelsea didn't look good. They looked like a team of it looked like the way the first team play at West Ham. We looked like a team of individuals, and I think we could have probably scored 5 or 6 without really trying. In all honesty, Good game by Lewis. Again, solid. Ollie played well in the sort of central three up front. I don't know where he played, but he was all over the place. Played a good game. Sean Moore played well. Cam played a really good game. Cam Squire. Louise out. Best game I've seen Louise out play in a West Ham shirt. He was really good yesterday. Kalen played, but I think not contractually, but I think he could only play the first half or whatever, first 60 minutes, because he would have been as part of the Matchday squad, not in the final squad, but as part of the Matchday squad today anyway. Who would you have started instead of? I mean, Soler for Paqueta, but who would you started with that for Somerville? Who would you taken out that side, Lawrence, for Somerville? Let me know. Tyler is very confident that West Ham are going to win 1-0. Suchek deep alongside went well for us last season. I'd have dropped Paqueta deeper to include, I think everyone would have to. Is Guido that different? I mean, Guido for me is he's the understudy to Alvarez at the moment. People accept that Soler is a 10, not an 8. Same as JP playing him. We can play. Well, Damien, I mean, he did play as an 8 quite a bit of time for Valencia as well. He did play as a 10. He was probably more effective as a 10, more of David Silva, but he can play as an 8. So I do like that ability for him to do that. We can have a lot of joy down the wings. They are the weakest in Europe down the wings. Antonio is a super sub. Irvine and Buffalo. There he is. Buffalo Snowy. There he is. There he is. Buffalo Snowy. That's it. He's back. He's back. Yes. Isn't it good? Buffer, isn't the Towers Cafe I think it's the best cafe in Hornchurch. I think everyone should go to. It was quite quiet today, but it's a great cafe. JP is 8 out of 10. Ciao, Vito. Ciao. ¿Cómo estás? Is Irvine on the bench? He is indeed. There is the starting 11 and the bench. Obviously, we've got all the players. We've got the first team on the screen, but on the bench, Fabianski, Cresswell, Soler, Soufal, Somerville, Mavropanos, Luis Guilherme, back from his little cameo for the under 21s. He may even play on Wednesday when we play Atletico Bilbao. Danny Ings and the man himself, Andy Irving. What else we got? Good day, Kieran's. Good day, Sport. Put another shrimp on the barbie. I mean, Alford always looks good. He plays a good game, doesn't he? What I like about Lewis is he's always got time on the ball. Always got time, and I think that's something you can't teach. Gazer, Scars was Scars play. Yeah, he did actually miss. Pretty decent shot. He should have had a decent go, but he skied it. Nice one. Win over Chelsea. It was. And I think we made it hard on ourselves. Ings been scoring since pre-season. We don't score goals. Louisa was good. He was very good, I thought, yesterday. Guilherme on the bench. Russ, he didn't play for the under-21s. He was always going to be on the bench, really, wasn't he? Realistically, he's always going to be on the bench. Ciao again, Vito. Number 10, Chelsea's best player, didn't come. Do you know what? I didn't think he was very... Harvey Vale, his name was. Didn't think he was very good. I thought he was all right. But they're like number 5. I think his name was Samuel something. His surname was Samuel Smith or something. He was crap. He had a shit game. We should exploit him. Their goalkeeper's weird as well. Very weird. Played like a centre half. They brought in Shimia. There was a guy who played from last year, Latio Ladimilenkov or something like that. He was really good, but he didn't play. They just were a bit meh, I thought, Chelsea. If that's the best Chelsea under-21s have got, we could be pissed on them, to be honest. And that's 5 wins in a row now for the under-21s. Obviously, we play Atletico Bilbao on Tuesday. Then the Saturday evening, we've got... Wednesday we play. And then Saturday evening, we have got Man City at the Manchester training ground. Dallas, hope you well, mate. Nice to see you. He is the third. Combined, we have the third most richest owners in the league. Richer than Man City. We are on paper richer than Man City. We are richer than Aston Villa. The 18 two teams we're not richer than on paper is Man United and Newcastle. Everyone's saying Guilherme's one for the future, so I say you won't see him. I don't think you will. I think you'll see him. He's one for the future. Some of you on the left, Kudus on the right, Bowen up top. That Bowen up top don't work, mate. And I don't like Bowen up top. Really don't like him. By far the best food, and the people. Lovely people at the Towers Cafe. Big shout out to the Towers Cafe. I think we should include Louise out. We're missing that profile. Maybe. I mean, as I said, that's probably the best game I've seen him play. I've seen a lot of him up close, like live, and I think that was the best game I've seen him play. And again, it was against a pretty poor Chelsea side. Some of them instead of Antonio just don't like Bowen up top, mate. And I was talking to like Kenny and that like yesterday. They're not big fans of it either. Will Brentford score in the first 5 minutes? Nope. Is Folk on the bench? No, because Folk is injured, my friend. As I was telling you, he won't be back until probably he might be on the bench next week, or if not, he'll be in the starting lineup. I imagine for the Tottenham game. Terry Mason ain't playing, mate, in the under 21s. It's Finn Herrick. Mason is playing. Mason is on. Well, he was on the bench, and then he's at AFC Hornchurch for the league games. Terry the Cat. What's name's good? Finn Herrick's good keeper under 17s. It was an unusual game for him to play. I don't know why he played that. The goalkeeper was just like weird. It was so weird, very weird. Who's the 4 in the youth setup? Russ, left-footed one with the dreads. Ezra Mayers, good player. Ezra Mayers is. He'll definitely be one for the future. Bit early for him yet. You want a sausage up? Well, I should be. The amount of free advertising we've given them today. The Towers Cafe with Buffalo Snowy. I can see Kudus double today, but we need Antonio to stay in the effing box. Kudus is up top as a false 9. He's interesting. Maybe Kudus possibly. Afternoon, I know you do. I preferred it. As I said, I was probably one position out. I think, weren't I? I think I was one position out. One position out, I reckon. Anybody who is watching on Twitter. We're going to be closing the Twitter stream soon. So if you could head over to YouTube, that would be great. I am just trying to find the link for those of us on Twitter. There's quite a few of you on Twitter, so thank you for joining us. We will be very soonly moving over just to YouTube for the game. And so if you are watching on Twitter, please, we're going to be closing that. So we'll say ciao to our Twitter followers soon. We simply need Souček to stay in the middle. Then we can expose their wings. I always wanted to try Kudus up top. I quite like that as an idea. As a false 9, potentially. I think I'd prefer him as a false 9 than Bowen. Buffalo Snowy, don't be starting to put links on again because you got banned last time, as you told me. So yes, this link is actually just for us, just for the YouTube link, so it's not a proper link. Anyway, Calvin Ewines, indeed. Good day, hope you're well. Hammer down under, indeed. Jimmy on the left, Kudus is a false 9. We have a deficiency at the 8 spots. And a smaller one in 9. I'd prefer Kudus as 9. Yeah, I totally agree. I am the same. Indeed. Anywho, I will go and pick Flo up. Anton's here. Anton's going to be here in 2 seconds. And he'll be taking you for the game. And then I'll be back at half time to get your thoughts. Hopefully a good half, a positive half. How have you interviewed Holly without interviewing me and Anton first? Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to press this transition button so it looks all good. And then Anton's going to come on and it's going to be Very, very, very professional.
Oi, Savaloys! Hope you're all well, safe and well as per usual. Thank you for joining us on a Matchday Live. Anton here giving you the running commentary for the game versus Brentford. We've seen the lineup, the double pivot, the double to central defensive midfielders are in the team. I will have a slight delay as per usual for the stream. So bear with us if you can. Put pause on if you're watching it, and then you can get our commentary lining up and aligning with the game itself. Brentford will be kicking off. Of course, I'm just going to quickly press that, just to see it works. I've not kicked off yet, so it looks like I'm over a minute of a delay. I will go and try and see if I can find something that's quicker, as we have now kicked off the game. Brentford versus West Ham as they play the ball back through their back line. Can you please be able to follow for it? Brentford are on the attack down the right-hand side. It's got past Emerson. Ball goes in, back post. Cleared from Mariola. And it finds its way into the path of Brentford. Brentford still got the ball. Ball whipped into the box. Big attack from Brentford from the off. Chipped into the mix. Headed away from Todibo. West Ham kick rid of it. And Buemo. Oh, my God. They've scored. It's 1-0. I actually cannot believe that I am saying this, but Brentford are winning 1-0. And it's in straight from the off. West Ham absolutely struggling to maintain any form of stability, anything. And we're down 1-0. Literally one attack, one goal. One attack, one goal. What a terrible, terrible start. And do you know who scored the goal? Buemo. We all know that he comes up and steps up and scores a goal every single time he plays West Ham. And Buemo's put a goal in, and it's a very good goal from the penalty spot on the half volley. It goes top corner. No keeper genuinely is picking that out of the mix. Never. It's a good goal, but defensively, West Ham all over the place, just allowing them the time and the effort to come in there. I think Wan-Bissaka, Bowen just not up to scratch there. And yeah, Buemo bags a goal for Brentford to go 1-0 down. I honestly cannot understand what is going on. It's mental. They're checking a possible offside. If we even remotely get away with this, I don't even know where the offside's from. What's the offside from? And the goal is confirmed. I don't even know why they were checking that, to be honest. Honestly. Two odd minutes into the game, and we are down 1-0. Yes, you've heard me. Yep. West Ham just stream, please. I'm doing this to me. Brentford come on the attack down the right hand side. Ball tries to go around Emerson, but he collects the ball and goes for a clearance, and it's a throw in to Brentford deep in the West Ham half. They've got the momentum. They're feeling that West Ham have got a lot of pressure against us, and my word, do we have a lot of pressure against us. This time, Brentford still playing the ball through the back line. West Ham have regained possession with Jared Bowen travelling up through the right-hand side. No one else is helping him. Still Bowen. He's got to take on three players. He's got through somehow. He tries to smash it, but he can't. Not got enough power on it. He's done the shoulder, dropped the shoulder. Souček is through inside the box. Souček back to Bowen on the edge of the box. He shoots. It's blocked. It's going to fall into the path of Kilman. He gives the ball to Kudus onto his right foot. Shoots from distance. Just goes over the bar. Very static. Kudus looking a little bit frustrated from the off, to be honest with you. West Ham trying to get rid of the ball with Debo. Ball's being punted forwards. Brentford win the ball back. Max Kilman gets the ball. Now it's back with Areola. Debo collects it. Debo's got the ball, holds on to it, nothing on for him. Looks to his left. And Brentford played such a high press. And they've got everyone and all of our players. Areola punts the ball forward for West Ham. But for no one there, no one chases that ball. Souček drops in the middle, wins the ball, does the second one. Antonio plays the ball into the path of Bowen. Bowen drops deep, plays the ball into the path of Paquetá. Nothing on for him, so he plays the ball back to Todibo. Kilman goes left. Emerson's far up the field. He collects it. He plays infield to Paquetá. Paquetá goes long. Big switch play. He finds Wan-Bissaka. Oh, thank you. Go give it to mummy. Go give it to mummy. Good boy. Todibo inside the centre circle. He plays the ball over to Max Kilman. Kilman drops the ball over to Emerson on the left-hand side. He fades the ball into Paquetá. Emerson makes the run. Paquetá plays the ball into him. He's done well. Finds the ball to Kudus. Kudus, that's round one. I thought he was going to shoot. He tries to go left, and then the ball goes out for a goal kick. Oh, I swear to God, Kudus done a lot of good work there. Puts the ball on his right foot. Then there was no one in front of him, and it was the perfect time to shoot. And he then tries to drag the ball back left, and that's where the defender nips in and gets a hold of the ball. Not great start to the game for West Ham, is it? And that's why you play inverted wingers. Souček and Rodriguez, such a commanding midfield combination. I think we have relied too much on Paquetá for too long and it's not working. There's a no plan B. Souček in the midfield is non-existent. I think it's more about sometimes he is existent. It's the knock-on effect that maybe playing him has. Ball has gone out for a West Ham throw-in. Ball's trying to play forward. West Ham can't be in the same position. No. Was that more funny? Ball through. Oh, my God. I swear to God. I don't know who that was. It got back. Wan-Bissaka. He comes back in just at the edge of the 18-yard box, nips the ball away from the Brentford player. If he doesn't, he's on the ground doing it. If he doesn't, Brentford are in 1-1. That was lucky from Wan-Bissaka as Brentford come forward again with the ball down the right-hand side. Brentford have got the ball down the left-hand side. They cut infield, cut back again. Oh, my stream just jumped all the way back. I feel like it's going to be one of those afternoons, isn't it? Let's see if I can get a... No. Oh, that's not great. Apologies, everyone. God, I've jumped well ahead now. Brentford with a corner. I need to stop this time. Pause. As West Ham come on the attack with Antonio. Goes. Oh, it's a great ball to Kudus. Oh, it just goes too heavy for him. Kudus is inside the box. What's he going to do? Someone's made the overlapping run. Bowen. Souček crosses it in. It's back with Souček now. It's back with Kudus on the edge. He goes long. Antonio. He goes for a big switch. He finds Kudus again. Buemo goes in. Looks like he's fouled on the edge of the box, but Wan-Bissaka's collected the ball. Rodriguez plays the ball into Paquetá. Chips the ball over to Kudus. Heads the ball into the path of Bowen, but can't get there. It's cleared from Brentford. Souček wins the second header. Cleared from Brentford again. Wan-Bissaka's there. Brentford have still got the ball, and they come out from the back line. West Ham regain possession. Ball over for Emerson. Emerson's got the ball. He plays the ball into the path of Paquetá, goes long. Shot from distance from Rodriguez, and it goes well over the bar. 1-0 Brentford. If you're just joining us, this is your Matchday Live on the West Ham Network. I'll be giving you the running commentary. Hope you're enjoying all the new graphics, all the new ticker timer, all that sort of stuff. Let us know in the comments if you are enjoying it. And because currently I know you're probably not enjoying the game as such. Todibo, he gets the ball, plays the ball into the path of Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka plays the ball back to Areola. He puts the ball onto his left foot. Kilman, left-footed, punts the ball clear. Up the field, chested down by Kudus. He does well around 2 Brentford players, but then the ball has been given away to the Brentford team. The ball's played forward and it looks like it's going to go out for a West Ham goal kick. Interesting. That's all I can say. I love how Gale on commentary as well, man. Sometimes drives me in a bit insane, doesn't he? Kudus puts the ball into Paquetá. Oh, he's been dispossessed in the middle of the park, and he's gone down looking for a foul. It's not a foul, as now Brentford come on the counter. They've got a bit of space down that right-hand side. He puts the ball in, back post, cleared from Wan-Bissaka, straight into the path of a Brentford player. Bowen tries to close him down. Ball's played back to the defender. They've nipped around Bowen. They've kept it in. Bowen's done well to win it back, to be fair. He sees the run from Antonio. Plays the ball forward. Antonio, he's got a lot of work to do, but he can't take control of the ball. Or he has done well to win it, but then he loses it. The second or third attempt, and Brentford regain possession back in the defence as Brentford now maintain their positive start to the game. Possession so far, West Ham have had 55% possession to Brentford's 45%. West Ham have had 4 attempts to Brentford's 1. 1 attempt at goal. 1 goal scored. Brentford's possession, albeit 10% less than West Ham's, has been more calm than ours. Ours has been more panicky and more, it's just an interesting one. Get a go early, West Ham. Settle the nerves. Get ourselves equal again, and then start again. Areola just takes his time in the back there. Punts the ball forward. Antonio tries to hold off the defender, but then he gets the better of Antonio. Fair play to Kilman. He comes well. He does well. He allows the player to get in front of him. And then there's a foul from Emerson on the player. So Kilman has dived in and found himself out of position. Brentford have won a 50-50. The ball's gone forward. And as it's gone forward, Emerson has no option but to stick the leg in. And by doing that, has now given himself a yellow card at foul against our club. And it was all because Kilman was out of position there. Very rare you see Kilman making mistakes. So far, he's been fantastic for West Ham this season. But unfortunately, if it wasn't for Emerson there, he'd been through on goal. So Emerson picking himself up a cheeky yellow cards. Free kick to ball whipped into the mix, cleared from West Ham from Rodriguez. Kudus tries to kick the ball down, big punt forward. Antonio's chasing it just over the halfway line. He's going to use his strength to hold on to it. He's done really well. He's found Wan-Bissaka. I don't know what Antonio did there to do some bit of skill, but he's given the ball to Wan-Bissaka as West Ham maintain possession now. Paquetá plays the ball over to Kilman, who's driven forward outside in the opposition half. Emerson plays the ball back to Kilman. Kilman's got the ball, plays it into Kudus. Kudus sees the run from Emerson down the left-hand side. Emerson whips the ball in, cleared from Brentford. The problem is it's cleared straight into the path of a Brentford player, and it's Mbeumo, and no one's there to win the first ball off the clearance. As now Brentford come again on the counter. They play the ball down the right-hand side. Mbeumo's dropped in. Ball outside the side of his left foot. But Todibo's there using his strength, held up the player quite well, and then Todibo has won the ball back from Mbeumo. He's done well, Todibo has there. Really, really well. Good covering from Todibo. So Kilman was out of position there. Todibo came in and covered. That's exactly what you want from your two central defenders. Honestly, I don't want to get carried away here, right? But that needs to be the partnership moving forward. They need time to build and get communications with each other. And then you'll start to see hopefully a bit more stronger back line. Leslie, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Brentford 1, West Ham 0. One attack in the first minute. Good goal, to be fair, from Mbeumo on the penalty spot. Not a penalty, but on the penalty spot. Half volley into the top corner. Paquetá tries to drop in to collect the ball and win the ball back from Brentford. Fouls the Brentford player as they pick up a free kick. It's another free kick to Brentford in the same area. They've had it pretty much most of the game. Just over 16 minutes into it. Brentford 1, West Ham 0. An absolutely wild start from Brentford. Carvalho is up over the ball, right-footed, as Mbeumo is there with the left foot. An in-swinger or an out-swinger. It looks like it's going to be an in-swinger. An outie, sorry. Carvalho hits it low, cleared from Jared Bowen straight away. Unfortunately, it's cleared straight up to Brentford, and there's not a single West Ham player in their half. As Bowen now starts to drop into their half, put the pressure on a little bit. Wan-Bissaka drops in, and Brentford tries to come in field. Ball's played. They've got the ball now in the centre circle. Brentford play the ball over, and it's gone over to the right-hand side. Brentford come on the attack down the right-hand side, hold on to it, sees Mbeumo. Ball's gone back with the defender. Nothing on. Central defender. Brentford have got the ball. They're just playing football now. Happy to just play the ball through the back line. Ball switched over to the left-hand side. Not a great ball, but he's kept it in. Again, ball comes through the centre circle in the back line for Brentford, just over the halfway line. Big ball forward from Collins. Well won there from Wan-Bissaka as Bowen drops in deep to collect it. West Ham need to offer options, though, as the ball's played into Antonio. Antonio's driven deep, plays the ball back to Wan-Bissaka. Souček's dropped into the right-back position. He plays the ball over to Todibo. Todibo plays the ball over to Kilman. He's got some space and time on the ball. He drives, there's nothing on. Ball in through God Rodriguez through the middle. Nothing on for him, so he plays the ball back into Tommy Souček, who's filling in that full-back position just now as Wan-Bissaka's playing further forward. The ball's gone back into the path of Todibo. He goes long. Long ball. It's a great ball, to be fair. Emerson finds it, plays it back into Kudus. Kudus holds on to it. There's a player coming in from behind him. Kudus play. Oh, Kudus. I don't like it. I really like Kudus' head looks really down. Like it's like he needs a goal. He needs a goal to get himself up and getting a bit of va-va-voom. He looks like he's lost a little bit of va-va-voom. I don't know if he's obviously just feeling the pain of what West Ham are feeling, but that was just a simple pass and he's hit it out, unfortunately. Brentford with the throw in. Souček put an arm in, but Brentford come out on top with the ball, and that's where we need to. Oh God, I think Paqueta's gone. I don't know how Paqueta's got away with that, but he has. He's won the ball back. He tries to play the ball through for Antonio, and the ball has been cleared from the Brentford. I actually thought Paqueta put his foot through the defender's ankle. If he did not get that ball, Paqueta was running the risk there. But, I mean, sticking the foot in, being a bit strong. Kilman goes for a big switch ball. Can't get over the Brentford defender. They've won the first ball. Then they've played the ball out from the back line. West Ham trying to put the pressure on, but they've come out on the counter straight away. Wan-Bissaka's caught sleeping as they come on down the attack down the left-hand side. There's a player nipping in. Todibo's gone over, and he's done really well, Todibo. Great vision, great watching of the ball, and a great bit of defensive skill there from John Clare. Mbeumo down the right-hand side. Ball's fed out to Shade, but it's crossed and blocked and then cleared from Tommy Soucek. And Mbeumo's dropped again into the right-hand side. He collects the ball. Shada has got the ball down the right-hand side, comes in field, goes early, blocked from Emerson. Better kind of defensive display from West Ham. Bowen drives. Bowen still got the ball over the halfway line. Unchallenged, plays the ball back into Soucek. We still look a bit static though going forward. This is the problem with the double pivot. Anyway, Bowen's got the ball again. Soucek's now one of the furthest forward men, but Bowen's got the ball when he stands still as he plays the ball through. So predictable to Wan-Bissaka. That's the problem I've got there. That was the most predictable ball we played. Wan-Bissaka came in and Ajer came over and slid tackle and the ball's gone out for a West Ham throw-in. We're playing really predictable football. Defensively, we look better. I know the goal's gone in, but defensively, we look a little bit better. Emerson's got the ball down the left-hand side. Emerson, he plays the ball back into Paquetá through central. He switches the play over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives forward for West Ham. He plays the ball into Bowen, back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez switches out over to Wan-Bissaka. Soucek's there, but he doesn't play it into him. Wan-Bissaka's still got the ball, nothing on for him, but he drives in towards the box. He's a bit frustrated. Everyone's standing still. West Ham are standing still. Rodriguez, he switches over to Todibo. Really deep in the Brentford half. Back to Todibo. There's nothing on for him, so he's going to go over. He does. Well played from Todibo. Rodriguez, it's back to Todibo in the halfway line. It's not a great ball from him, but the Brentford player has come in forward and it's put pressure on as West Ham come on the attack with Wan-Bissaka. Paquetá's made the run around the player. He's got the ball. He's going to go in. Oh, it's really heavy, but the back post. Kudus goes for a shot at the back post and it's taken deflection and it's gone out for a corner. Better. Do you know what? All started from Todibo, to be fair. Antonio's done really well using his strength there to block off the defender coming anywhere near close to Kudus so he can get a shot off for him for that goal. Shot, sorry. Corner to West Ham. Emerson. He goes short. He sees Paquetá. Paquetá goes through the middle. Bowen. Bowen hits it. He looks like he's not set himself up right for that. He hits a strike. It's going outwards. It does take a deflection off of Antonio. If Antonio knows, he could have probably directed that towards goal, but he does not, and the ball goes out for a goal kick from Brentford. It's been better. I mean, it's better. It's not great, but it's better. Phil Krug's an interesting one. Is that a ball forward from Todibo? Phil Krug's an interesting one because when it's your Achilles, it's managed so differently. Sometimes you can't really put a time on it. You just have to see how he is in training, how he physically is and stuff like that. I think what you may find with Phil Krug is when he is fit, he won't play a full game. He'll probably get like 20 minutes, 15 minutes at the end. It's kind of going to be like starting again with him, to be honest with you. Ball forward from Brentford. Todibo comes back, collects it, holds on to it. He plays the ball back into the path of Areola. Mbeumo starts to press. Areola goes long over the left-hand side. Beats all the Brentford players. Kudus can't hold on to it as Brentford come out on the attack. Ball through the middle. Holding on to it on the centre circle. Nothing on. Plays the ball back to the defender. If you're just joining us, this is the West Ham Network. I'm Anton, bringing you the match day live and commentary of the Brentford West Ham game. Brentford winning 1-0 thanks to an Mbeumo goal again. If you are new around here, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. So you know what? See if you're watching and you've never commented. Comment. If you can be bothered, commenting, because it's a really good group of people here as well. Referee's blowing up the whistle. Look, there was an offside there from Brentford. Yeah, don't feel shy or anything like that. Like, just come in and say hi and let people understand, like, you know, who you are, where you're from. Nice community here. We've got moderators in the chat, so anyone that's rude, then will be banned. West Ham got a free kick. Kilman plays the ball back into the path of Areola. Areola takes his time holding on to it. He plays it back into Kilman. Kilman back to Areola as they start to press on Areola. Areola has to go long through the middle. Antonio uses his strength, plays the ball nicely into Suchek. It's really good. Kudus where he wants it. Kudus where he wants it. On his left foot, shoots. Save from the keeper. So that much better from West Ham. It's actually been okay now. We're gradually growing into the game. Kudus is getting more involved, more central position. He drives at the defenders. He's hit a shot and it's gone straight at the keeper, to be fair. The keeper can't hold on to it, parries it out. But the Brentford defender was there to clear it up. West Ham have won the ball back straight away. Emerson, and then we've won the second ball. Kilman, nice ball in there to Kudus. Kudus back to Emerson. We're deep in the Brentford half. Emerson holds on to it. There's nothing on Kilman. Nothing on for him, so he plays the ball back into Todibo. Todibo back to Kilman. Kilman sprays the ball over to the left-hand side to Kudus. There's nothing on, so Kudus stands still. He tries to play a 1-2 with Paquetá. Nice bit of football there. Oh, Emerson can't get that ball through. Oh, can Kudus chase on to the deflection from the Brentford player? Emerson's done well, but offside. Bit of confusion there with West Ham's attack between Paquetá and Kudus, to be honest. Well, so yeah, Shaky, they are. I actually ruptured my Achilles tendon, but my nephew who plays football had niggled his Achilles, and during pre-season they thought he was going to be back, and he was like, they were like each week they were just managing him week by week, and he played one game in pre-season and then niggled his Achilles and then missed the whole of pre-season, and then was substituted on for a game. And has been quite a sporadic start to him, but he's starting to come into his own now, maybe 6-7 games into the season. So nearly a whole pre-season missed just because of a niggle. Not a rupture, but just a niggle. Todibo, he's done well. Yeah, I feel like if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll slowly but surely trying to get at them. Back with Flecken, Brentford keeper. He's going to go long, space the ball over the right-hand side. Brentford have got the ball down that right-hand side. Van den Berg. Ball played over, wide right-hand side. Brentford still got the ball. Just holding on to a bit of possessional stats here. Buemo challenges, skips by Kudus. Emerson's read the ball really well. Kudus wins the ball back, the second ball. He holds on to it. Dangerous ball into Paquetá. Suchek back to Paquetá. Good football from West Ham. Bowen. We've defensively came out of that really, really well. Wan-Bissaka. Play it into Paquetá. He's free. He does. Then switch it. He's done really well. He's found Antonio down the right-hand side. Plays the ball back into Wan-Bissaka. It's good football from West Ham. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, my stream. My stream. My stream, 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 my stream. How ridiculous is that? Just as West Ham come on the attack. Cross comes in. Back post for Kudus. Don't know if he can keep it in. Referee blows up and he can't. Brentford have got a goal kick. Ball gone over to the right-hand side. West Ham start to press. Emerson puts the pressure on. Kilman's done really well to win West Ham a throw-in. Emerson with the throw-in. Paquetá back to Emerson. Back to Paquetá. But Brentford have won the ball back, though. Emerson drops in, wins it. Suchek, Paquetá. West Ham have got the ball. Rodriguez back to Todibo. Switches it over to Wan-Bissaka. He drives forward for West Ham. He still drives forward. He sees a gap. He's travelled 30 yards. Still travelled. Wan-Bissaka fancies himself. He's got it. He's done really well. Bring Kudus into the game. Kudus switches over. Antonio's over on the left-hand side. Goes for a big header in there. Big cross in. I think West Ham are going to win ourselves a corner. It's so much better from West Ham. Just pass and move, pass and move. The minute we pass and move, and you know what? Really clever from Wan-Bissaka there. He drives forward. He sees an opportunity. There's a gap. He keeps going. He doesn't panic. And he brings other players into the thing. One-touch football. It's a lot better. It is a lot better. It's slow changes, but I'd say the last 10 minutes we really came into the game. West Ham corner. Ball whipped in from Bowen. It's gone past everyone, but the back post! Wan-Bissaka smashes it, but it's been cleared from Brentford. Brentford trying to keep it in, and he has kept it in. Right on the corner flag. It goes long, but Todibo has read that really well by winning that header. But in Mbeumo, though, they've got to the second ball, and Mbeumo's out on the left-hand side. There's a run coming in at the full-back position. Make sure West Ham are marking up. They do. Mbeumo just was patient there with that. He sees the ball run. He's beat the offside track. Tadibo's there and lets the ball go out, and it's a West Ham goal kick. Better from West Ham. Do you know what? Much better. When they come on the counter, we manage that so much better. I feel like from the off, we look like our heads were down and drawn out, but we feel like as the game's gone on, we slightly learned that under press, we need to manage it differently. And we have seemed to so far have managed it better. Punt ball forward. Wan-Bissaka's won it for West Ham. Bowen's got it. Wan-Bissaka's there in the overlap. He gets it. Bowen goes for the overlap, but Wan-Bissaka drives infield, plays it into Bowen. Bowen into Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's got the ball. Ball goes out for a throw in. Ball's got it there from Wan-Bissaka. He drives infield again. So many players on it. Souček tries to win it back. What Souček does, plays it into Wan-Bissaka. Bowen, Antonio, shots! Antonio is the only player you bloody don't want on the ball to shoot. Left foot just goes wide. But the determination at least to try and get a hold of the ball, to win it back, it's there. And it's great, to be honest with you, from Wan-Bissaka going further afield. I swear to God, there's two players you want on that ball as the ball comes through, and that is Jared Bowen or Kudus. But it falls to Antonio on his left foot, inside the box, snatched at it and just goes wide. Wan-Bissaka wins the ball back again from West Ham. He turns early. Paqueta's giving the ball away, though. Rodriguez goes in, nearly fouls the player. And Mbeumo, ball over the right-hand side. They come through, and Mbeumo's got it on the edge of the 18. Mbeumo tries to cross it in, hits Rodriguez's hand, but it was a mistake. Kudus drives the ball forward. Kudus, he's marked by 2 or 3 Brentford players. He's done really well. He's driven about 60 yards. He's still got it. The last set. He's using his strength and nearly gets through on top of the keeper. Antonio's there on top of the keeper, and he's panicked, but he has got the ball out for Brentford. Better there again from West Ham. Final third decisions, not great. Areola's come out of his box. He wins the header for West Ham, playing in that sweeper role, heads it into the path of Emerson. Emerson plays the ball into Paqueta down the left-hand side, plays the ball forward. It's a crap ball from Paqueta, and Mbeumo recovers for Brentford as they drive forward. Paqueta just needs to make those connections with those balls. Brentford come on the attack down the right-hand side, ball through the middle for Mbeumo. Mbeumo's playing everywhere in this park, but his heat map is coloured in left, right, and centre. Ball over. Brentford come on the attack, ball whipped in. I tell you what, I don't know if Mbeumo gets in front of Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka puts his foot in. The ball goes up over the top, and Mbeumo's down holding his face. I don't know if Wan-Bissaka's made a connection to his face, or if he is. Mbeumo has headed the ball over the bar, but they've given a goal kick, so I'm assuming it was Wan-Bissaka's done enough. Yeah, and Mbeumo heads the ball up over the top, and as he's going down, the clearance from Wan-Bissaka with his foot hits his Hits his head. Antonio drops in, does really well with that chest down, finds Jared Bowen. I tell you what, though, Brentford have just managed that really, really well, defended that so well as they come on the attack down the left-hand side. Potter, remember the player we were after from Hull, crosses it in, but it's gone to no one. Kudus finds himself in a bit of bother, but he does get out of that bother. Brentford have got 3 players always on Kudus, all the time. It's the only player they've got multiple men on. Ariola's got the ball. It goes out wide right. West Ham tried to keep it in, but he can't. Honestly, next time you watch Kudus on the ball, watch how many Brentford players surround him at all times. Oh, I don't know what the referee's doing there. Free kick to Brent. Is it a free kick? Yeah, I agree. Free kick to Brentford, and Buemo's over it with his left foot. Buemo. Ball whipped in. Cleared from Rodriguez. I think they won it first time. Paquetá just gets stuck in there, but Brentford have come out with the ball, though. I don't know how they've won it, but they have. Brentford drives in. Oh, my God. Is that Rodriguez? It's a terrible foul. I think he's going to pick up a bloody red yellow card for that. He is. Is he? Really is a dangerous area, and he's saying he got the ball. We didn't get anywhere near the ball, Rodriguez, mate. Come on, son. Come on, Guido. He said, no, he did. Come on, mate. Anyway, a very interesting place for Brentford for a free kick. Literally, 20 yards out? Over on the right-hand side. Perfect spot for someone with a left foot who can curl the ball. It's going to be in Wemo. Blocked from the West Ham wall. As Paquetá chases the ball down, the ball goes all the way back to their keeper. Ball long from the keeper. Ariola's there. He watches it and collects it for West Ham. Drops the ball into the path of Todibo. Plays the ball forward. Souček back to Todibo. Todibo's calling for players to come to him to come and collect the ball, but no one's shown for it again. Ariola. Brentford just playing so deep and allowing like. Honestly, if I was Thomas Frank and I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, just keep doing what you're doing, Brentford, right? I know West Ham are coming into this game a little bit, but when we're on the ball, they seem to have every angle covered because we're not playing quick 1-2s. Although we started to do that's very good from Kudus. He plays the ball into Paquetá, but he can't win the ball back for West Ham. The ball's gone out for a throw-in. See, when we play that one-touch football, we actually can get out of scenarios and do really well. It's when we start to hold on to it and go a bit static. Kudus plays the ball into Emerson down the left-hand side. Paquetá goes for a big switch. It's just sent it. Nobody, Paquetá. Nobody. Wasted. Antonio's chasing down the defender. He holds on to it, plays the ball in the field. No one's there, though, marking up the Brentford player. We have got bodies forward, but no one's pressing. It's just like we're there. It's like we're there, but we're not pressing. So like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in their half as they're right in their 18-yard box, but we're not pressing them. They've come out, they've got a gap, they drive forward down the left-hand side. There's good vision there from Wan-Bissaka. He's on the halfway line. He drives forward, sees the gap. He's got the pace to get through them, and he does. He's in the centre circle. He plays the ball early to Kudus. Kudus has got the ball. He turns into traffic, nothing on, plays the ball back into Paquetá inside the centre circle. Rodriguez for West Ham, back to Lucas Paquetá. Ball forward for Kudus. Down the left-hand side for Emerson. Nothing on for him. He plays the ball back into Paquetá. He drives infield. He's looking for the run. Plays the ball over. Rodriguez. Nothing on, back into Lucas Paquetá. Chases the ball through the middle, up over the top. Straight into the keeper. I seen what he was doing. But they've read that really well. They've come on the counter again, and Buemo now gone from the left to the right, right to the left, central, left, right, wherever. He's everywhere. Ball played back into the midfield for Brentford. West Ham not pressing. Like Suchek just fucking standing like a shadow, but not actually touching him. Like, go. It's like he's scared to connect. Go closer to the player. Rodriguez, go closer to the player. Start closing. Suchek, start closing. Allowing Brentford just to come. Like, press it a little bit. Press it. The minute we press, the minute we force them, Paquetá starts to press. But then there's like, look at the gap over the right-hand side. West Ham have had 9 attempts at goal so far, 40 minutes into the first half. Brentford shot from distance, just outside the box, and the ball goes over. Am I here? West Ham come on the attack with Paquetá. He's down the right-hand side. Bowen skips by a player. Does really well. Bowen. Oh, he just drives the ball too much, and it goes out for a goal kick to Brentford. It's unlucky from Bowen. Has he got 4 goals already? Has he? I honestly would be Soler for Rodriguez. Or Suchek. I think Suchek's actually done all right. If you had to compare him and Rodriguez, that is. But yeah. My concern about Soler for Paquetá is just like for like. It's like for like. There's no point. We don't need the double pivot. We do not need the double pivot. Kudus. Antonio collects it deep in the... He's playing in a kind of deep central midfielder role just now. Plays the ball over to Emerson. I don't know why Antonio's not in the box. Emerson drives. Rodriguez. Emerson at the edge of the 18 tries to shoot. But the ball falls into the path of... Yeah. You want to say hi? It's Freddie.
Hello. Come on, you lions.
Your hair's all over the place.
What?
Your hair's all over the place. Brentford with the ball, back to the goalkeeper. Ball's played back into the keeper. Kudus starts to press. He switches over their keeper to the right back position as Brentford come on the attack down the right hand side. Paquetá tries to hang about with the player, and Buemo, again, like I said, he is absolutely everywhere. He's such a nuisance of a player. West Ham have regained possession, no, but then we've lost it straight away, and it's gone out for a throw in. Coming into the final minute of the first half. West Ham have regained possession, though, from a mistake from them. Bowen into Paquetá. Sees the run from Bowen. Bit of confusion there between Brentford. West Ham have got a corner literally on this in injury time of the first half of added time. 1 minute of added time. Corner. Last chance saloon for West Ham to get something out of this first half. Ball whipped in. Straight onto the keeper. He punches the ball clear. Wan-Bissaka wins the header. But it's just a flick. The kind of tried to shoot to Debo did, and he just flicks it up over the bar. That's probably going to be the end of the first half. If you are watching, could you imagine? And there you go, everybody. That is the end of that's the end of the first half. So leave your comments in, let us know your thoughts. It's not been the greatest of starts. I'll be really honest here, right? Obviously, for the first 5-10 minutes, I thought West Ham were all over the place. I think we slowly started to come back into the game because we were tactically just keeping them at bay. But it's our style of football when we go forward. I think I'm struggling with our style of football going forward. But that's, again, I think it's seriously down to the fact that we don't have ball playing midfielders, players that are showing for the ball, players that are trying to be creative. I think it's funny, we're sitting here and we're saying Paquetá's a liability, but Paquetá plays with players around him. And right now it's Paquetá collecting the ball, looking up, no one's there. Kudus coming, collecting the ball, looking around, no one's there. They've all got responsibility and there's not that kind of fluidity between them. They're not connecting well together. And it's just a bit rubbish. A little bit rubbish. Somerville left Kudus down the middle, toothless. Say that again. Are you ready, Mr. DJ? Right, let me see if I can do the transition that Russie B says and thinks I'm incapable of doing, Mr. Russie B. Right, Russ will take you through the halftime chat. I'll be back for the second half. Take it easy, everyone, and come on, you Irons.
Yes, well done, Anton. Well done. I'm not at the bottom bunker, unfortunately. Still waiting for Flo's dinner turning up, so I am here taking you through the rest of the what was a very, very frustrating first half. Obviously 1-0. I'm bringing up the stats as we speak, and they say men can't multitask. And then what would be great to get would be to get your one word halftime analysis. I'm going to put my headphones on so you don't have to listen to Flo's YouTube. Bear with. Bosh. Right, just sort this all out. Exciting for everybody. Right. Audio headset. 1 2 1 2. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. You can't multitask. I can. Clueless. Hopefully not me. Cheer up, Russ, and give some mugs away. Hey! Maybe we could give a mug away. Maybe we could. Maybe we'll wait and see in a minute. Let me bring up the halftime stats to give you the. What's this one? Look. No, it makes a difference. Let's bring up the stats to the halftime so we can give you a view of what it is at the moment. It's not exciting at the moment, to be honest. When people talk about mugs, we're talking about this mug on the left, not on the right, of course. If you want to get one of those, let us know, and we can put the link in the description, so you guys can get one of those lovely, beautiful mugs. £10 with £2.95 shipping for us in the UK. There's the stats. The tail of the tape for half time: 52-48 possession. 4 shots on target for Brentford, 11 for West Ham, 1 on target, and they're winning 1-0 at the moment. Pretty easy with the thing. You can go and get it. So the food has arrived. The food has arrived. So I'm trying to do 2 things at once. 242 passes to 224 for West Ham. 1 corner. Go and get it. 1 corner and 2 corners for West Ham. 4 fouls for the Hammers. 0 for Brentford, and offsides are 1 all. So in the greatest scheme of things, it's actually reasonably close, really. But obviously we come into it 1-0 down. There we go. You wouldn't even know that I went to the door to get Flo's food. Get a bowl and I'll sort it out for you. Let's go for some of these comments. We made 4 tackles the first 45 minutes. We did. Half-time analysis, dejected from Andy. Michael says relegation, deflated. Does anyone know if the sizing is about the same as the Prague shirt? I haven't got the Prague shirt. This size is the usual size I get anyway, so it's worked out quite well. I'll do it. Go on. There we go. What we got here? We are shit everywhere we go. What are you laughing at? No connection between defence midfielder Rodriguez and Souček. Oh, mate, I totally get it. And that was one of the frustrating things. I mean, I listened to Anton's. I have it on mute, and I listen to Anton's just commentary, and it's the same thing all the time. It is. There's no one showing for the ball, and it's so static. And old Tony Gale, bless him, he's saying the same thing. It's so static from the midfield, and I agree. There's no point doing a Paqueta. He's got to go brave. He's got to go brave and take off Souček or Rodriguez. Take one of them off and put Soler in. My personal one would be to leave Rodriguez on. The reason being is he can and just get him to just sit in front of the back four. Rather than Souček, because he can't do that role. Souček can't do that role. And also, I'm not being funny. Brentford have got form. Early goals just before kickoff. It was that 3rd time in a row now they've scored. You just got to keep them quiet for a minute. But, and this is a big but, and I cannot lie. The Brentford have conceded the most points from winning positions than anyone in the Premier League, who are currently in their 36 points. So anything could be possible. Disheartening. The stat mean nothing, same as Chelsea stats. Indeed, but people like stats, so we bring you the stats as well because it can paint a different picture. We wished for Amarin, not Soppy Bollocks. Well, look, was Amarin ever going to come to us? Probably not. Let's be honest. In the same way that people are still talking about fucking Duran in the chat, we have what we've got at the moment, and we'll see what happens. Our best manager who gave us the best handed out. No, even I thought towards the end it was something needed freshening up, and the squad needed freshening up as well. I mean, there's a reason why I've had a 22-player swing because the squad needed. It was in the final threads. Does Antony go to the toilet, stand in front of the toilet and miss? I mean, yeah. Some of his crossing's been good, but he's been a bit of our striker. His crossing's been all right, but it was a good one in the first, where he's on the left-hand side and he crossed in. But we really need him to be in the box. And Tony made a good point. Literally, strikers should be in that forward be in that in line with the 6-yard box, most in line with the penalty box. We've got no one there, and then we're crossing the ball in, and we've got Bowen, and it's like, well, you're too short to compete with these guys, mate. It just doesn't make any sense. Saturday manager, please. I'm begging the coach. I'm begging you guys, please get rid of the effort. We still don't have a striker. No, I agree. Some of everyone could do down the middle. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that actually. See what happens. Probably miss the seat and sit on the floor. Ghetto is poor. Supposed to be the next more like broken biscuits. I think because he's almost, for me, it's almost he's trying to do like two positions. If he just sat in front of the back four, and that's his job, and allow the likes of Paqueta, allow the likes of Soler, allow the likes of Kudus and Bowen to then move forward. That to me seems a sensible way of doing it. Is you right, Bob? Yeah, good. I haven't really looked forward to a match since Chelsea, and before that was Christmas. Kudus out. He feels big. Bowen out. Back out. Bring on the new players. I'm tired of this watching this crap. I think the trouble is like at the moment for me, particularly with Kudus, he's getting to a situation where when he gets the ball, he feels like he has to try and, he's usually so isolated as well, particularly on that left-hand side. I wouldn't mind giving Kudus a go at this false nine, you know what I mean? Why not? He's for me, he's more physically stronger than Jarrod Bowen. And so why not? Guido off for Soler, Antonio off for Bowen. Oh, I don't like Bowen up top, Mandy. I think he's going to get eaten alive. I think he's going to get absolutely demolished by the centre halves. And that's the trouble. Happened today, really, with Anthony Gordon as well. Codswallop. I haven't heard that word for ages. Yeah, you know what I mean. Before kickoff, watching out for Brentford to score. Suchek off for Soler, Antonio. Kudus up front. Yeah, if you want to be as random as Luffy, try that. Fair play. We're not competitive. We again need to substitute 3 at half time. Does the manager not learn from his? Well, he's not a manager, Stuart. So that's £1 for the food banks, please. He's head coach. Toothless. That puts the ball in for himself. He needs to be in the box. Passive, chaotic. He cannot get on the end of his crosses, Toby. Yeah, the press is surprising me a little bit. I mean, the fact is, it's like, Brentford have got 8 players out, and first teamers, and Weiser's out, and Igor's out, and they're still. I just don't get it. Paul wants Antonio and Paqueta off. Some of us never bought a manager or coach. West Ham dropped, no point spending money. I don't think we was ever going to get Amber in. I don't think it was ever close. Somerville can play at 10. But then, not being funny, I don't think, for me, Somerville in this setup is better on the left. He's been the best player. He's been the best player on the left. And I think him coming on would give you more natural width. I think the trouble is with Kudus playing on the left is the first thing he wants to do is cut inside and move it inside. And then there's a big gap there. And Emerson's, and it's still a bit of a mess, isn't it? And they talk about on the commentary. He was talking about and actually the guy with Tony Gale, Bish. He's a West Ham fan as well, and I don't think him and Gailey have seen a West Ham victory this season when they've been on commentary. He was saying the other day to me, but they were talking about how this fluid approach to the front four, and I don't think it works. It's not working. You know what I mean? Keep Bowen on the right. If you're playing Kudus on the left, he stays on the left. If Paqueta's playing or Tuchel's playing as a 10, he stays there, and Tony up top stays up there, and he stays within the penalty box. That's what we need to do. I think we're trying to be either too clever, or maybe we're moving the chess pieces around to try and get something that works. This is sort of what they got out of the Chelsea game, really. It was almost towards the end. He was throwing up, not throwing up, he was throwing people on and just almost trying to see what sticks, which doesn't help anyone, really. This is worse than Pellegrini for me, as we have much better players. I'll take John Lyle's 2 FA Cups all out of a Moyes achievement. What I think is quite interesting, Jackie, someone made a good point. Would John Lyle have survived in this social media world? If he was now, because he got relegated twice under, for us. And, usually a relegated manager in the Premier League era gets sacked. So, yeah, I agree, though. I totally agree. We are too slow and passing midfield have been poor. He was wondering if that's Lofty swapping him and periodically. You can't put patterns of play on if you keep moving people around. There's no structure. I get it. When it works, if it works, it's great because it means that defenders can't keep and they haven't really got a clue what's going on and stuff. But it's not working. I think we've got to go back to basics a little bit in terms of the formation and the patterns of play. Get some consistency going. Get some triangles going. Soler is coming on by the looks of it. So that's good. That's a good thing. Good to see. Loving. They told you us. Bashing. Or we get snatched a draw. There's still goals in this. There's still goals in this. Mavropanos coming on. Don't know how I feel about that. We got. Let's just sort this out now. We need a step change. That's pretty sure. We need something.
Kudus is off. Sorry, I had to jump in there, but Kudus is off. I don't know who the other player. I didn't see who Mavropanos was.
I don't get it, mate. Do you? I don't get that.
I'm really confused. The only thing I can think is he's going to go to a back three while putting Mavropanos on. I'm confused about the Mavropanos thing, and I'm confused about why Kudus. But the only thing you have to accept is something's like Kudus has picked up a knock or something. Kudus hasn't been at the races today, but I don't know who's gone off. I can't see who's coming off. Is Emerson off?
Emerson? Are they playing? What are they going to do? It looks like Wan-Bissaka's going to left back.
Let me just bring this up to date.
Yeah, it looks like Wan-Bissaka's going left back.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka left. So,
is Mav going?
So Emerson and Kudus. So they've changed the whole left-hand side.
Yeah.
So they've got Wan-Bissaka. No, Wan-Bissaka's moved to left back.
Yeah.
And he's putting. Is he just playing the three defenders?
Maybe he's playing three at the back. Yeah, yeah. So I can sort that out for you in the background, mate.
No, I'm just confused at what he's doing.
So yeah, it looks like it's going 3-4-3.
So crazy that Kudus is off unless he's got a knock. Happy that Soler's on. Let me have a look here and see. So it looks, yeah. Is it three at the back? Because Todibo is playing at the right hand side. It looks like Kilman is through the middle and Mavropanos is out on the. Is it? I don't fucking know. Excuse my French. Sorry, Freddie. You're right.
I don't know. I have to watch, see how it goes around. Right, I'm against Salt Flyer. I'll be back a bit.
Right. Hello, everyone. Ball in from Brentford. I'm trying to work out West Ham's shape. I'm trying to make sense of what I'm witnessing, and Buemo tries to. He's won a corner. He's won a corner. Stand up, Freddie, for me. The only thing I can think is Kudus has picked up a knock. It's the only thing I can think of. Still can't work out our shape at all. But, I mean, whatever shape West Ham have got a goal kick anyway. Yeah, it does. It does look like a back three. Is it? Mavropanos is playing like on the right hand side. Is it today? Yeah, back three, definitely. So you've got Todibo through the middle, Kilman out on the left, and Mavropanos out on the right. That's exactly what that is doing. He's got Souček and Guido in there protecting Wan-Bissaka, playing at the wing back position. West Ham are on the attack down the left hand side with Wan-Bissaka. Got the ball, he's kept it in, he's driving, he's done well. Still got it. Wan-Bissaka shoots, hits. Oh, it goes out for a corner. It's unlucky. Ready to stand back a bit. That's it. Sorry. That's me. You can lean if you want.
Wait, why is the goalie wearing a hat? Are you allowed to wear hats?
Don't know. Yeah, you can do what you want. Corner to West Ham. Corner whipped in. Oh. The only thing I can say about Kudus is an injury. It's got to be an injury. But West Ham playing with a back five now. A back three, sorry, three central defenders, but it's a back five, two wing backs. You've got Souček and Guido in there protecting. Mavropanos collects the ball, though he's playing further forward just now on the right hand side. Soler collects the ball, he plays the ball into Wan-Bissaka, ball chipped in, but it's again just to Brentford. Shot from distance from Dinos. Ball goes wide. Rosed! This is what's going on currently from our back line. You've got Kilman, Todibo, and Dinos playing the back three. That's what you've currently got going on. You've got Wan-Bissaka out on the left wing back position. You have got Rodriguez and Souček playing as the kind of double pivot in front of those three. You have got Antonio, as usual, leading the line. I'm just looking at the team here. Paquetá, Soler, and Bowen. This is an injury now picked up. Dad's Our Job podcast has put it there for you perfectly. So this is our team, the way we're lining up. Kilman, Todibo, Dinos at centre back. You've got Guido and Souček as the holding midfielders. Got Wan-Bissaka as the left wing. You've got Bowen as the right wing. You've got Pack and Soler as the midfield duo in front of Guido and Souček. And you've got Antonio as the striker. So thank you very much, my friend. Again, the substitutions are a bit odd. The Dinos one's a bit odd. It's a full change of tactics mid-game. Souček just a big up and under for Antonio to chase the ball down. But Brentford win the ball back. Antonio tries to drop in there, win a free kick, but he can't, and the ball goes back to the Brentford keeper. Souček regains possession. Bowen So it was Guido. Bowen down the right-hand side, skips by the defender, comes into the box. Bowen crosses it in low. They've cleared it. It's gone out for a throw-in. If the defender hadn't cleared it, I think the keeper would have got to it in time. From West Ham. Here comes a big throw-in from Mavropanos. Cleared from Brentford, but it's found its way back to Dinos. He's gone inside the box. He's done well. Constant has. Finds the ball into the penalty spot. Cleared from Brentford. West Ham regain possession again with Todibo. He goes for a big whip ball into the back post. Cleared from Brentford. And Buen was there first to the ball. Drives me insane that they can be first to the ball all the time. But West Ham have regained possession again, though. Paqueta's done really well. He's driving forward 30 yards out. Bowen, nice one-touch football between him and Souček. Back heels. West Ham, Antonio. Oh, he can't. Right, Souček. Yeah! Equaliser for West Ham. Determination is what got that goal. Guess who scores? His name is Tommy Souček. Oh my God. Tommy Souček. And I tell you what, that goal is simply down to one thing: determination and not giving up. It is simple as that. Just not giving up, but good football for West Ham in the mix there. Good football. One touch. I'm telling you, one-touch football really suits West Ham. I feel like when we just regain possession and hold on to it too long, especially in an attacking format, it changes the dynamics. Tommy Souček stepped up and got another goal for West Ham by throwing himself in the mix, being up there, just latching on to something. He's a wild footballer. I cannot understand him as a human being. I can't. But it's much better as an attack from West Ham. All started from Tommy Souček kicking in. Lucas Paqueta collecting the ball. West Ham are on the attack now. West Ham are feeling it. West Ham got the vibe. Bowen comes on the attack down the right-hand side. Helicopter is back. That's his celebration. Arms out wide and then he spins round.
Well, who does it?
Souček.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh. He is always harsh. That was one-touch play. Honestly, when we play one-touch football, it's so much better. And Buemo's come back and dropped in and won the ball back for them. Antonio feeds out to Bowen. Bowen inside the box. On the edge to Antonio. Shot from distance goes over the bar. Brentford on the attack down the right left-hand side. They got the ball, but Mavropanos has read that well. Who's the player I'm looking for? Brentford have got the ball there. West Ham have got the ball. Chip the ball forward for Paqueta. He holds it in. West Ham have got the ball, but the ball does go out. West Ham regain possession in the middle of the park. Ball switched over. Dinos. Ball switched over. Good switch play. Mavropanos. Ball into the box. Bowen tries to clutch onto it, but he can't. West Ham regain possession again with Rodriguez, but now Brentford have got the ball. Rodriguez nearly takes the player out. Brentford come on the attack. It comes down the left-hand side. Lewis Potter's coming into the box. He's unchallenged. Whips the ball in. Cleared from West Ham just as well.
Wait, should this come off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brentford about to make a substitution of their own. Ball whipped in, cleared from West Ham. Goes out for another throw in. Uh-oh. Got it. Right, I'm trying to get the team up for you and the kind of formation that we think that the West Ham are playing in. I think I've got it sorted for you now. But a substitution for Brentford. Big long throw in, cleared from Tommy Soucek, and it's gone out for what I think is a corner to Brentford. It's a little bit messy. I'll need to tidy it up. I'm trying to watch the game. I don't want to take my eyes really off the game, to be honest. Corner to Brentford. Ball whipped in. Cleared from Keelman. They've won the second ball. Panic pass from Brentford. Just don't know how they've got that ball, but West Ham have got many bodies back there to win it, and we've cleared it. Push in the back of Antonio. No one's gone for it. Brentford play the ball out to the left-hand side, inside deep in the West Ham box. Great covering there from Bowen. Paquetá holds on to it. Then he loses it. Brentford have won the ball back. Game's getting a bit meaty in the middle now. Ball sprayed out to the right-hand side for Brentford, just on the edge of the box. And Buemo crosses it in, low, cleared from West Ham on the edge of the 18-yard. Paquetá's gone down. He's calling for a foul. And Ariola has to go full strength to catch the ball. I thought Paquetá was fouled there, to be honest. World class. Debo's back there. He plays the ball back into the path of Ariola. So I'm just going to have to pause this for a second. There we are.
Dad, remember Zuma? Has he left now?
Yeah.
So Soler took his number.
Yes. Brentford tried to play the ball round. Tadebo's there. He plays it in early. Tariola, he goes for a big clearance.
Oh, no. Get after it.
Brentford play the ball up over the top. Ball through the middle from Brentford. Still got it in Buemo. Ball through the middle. Bit of space for Brentford's going to shoot from distance. Good block there from Tadebo. Falls into the path of Brentford. Bowen puts the pressure on. Puts the pressure on the Brentford player. Antonio now chasing the ball back. Brentford now on the attack again down the right-hand side. Ball whipped in. Souček is there. He clears it. And Areola, they're calling for handball, but there's no way that's a handball against Souček. Brentford are just happily holding onto the ball just now, try and calm things down for them. I think we're going to get Danny Ings on the park. Looks like Somerville. Looks like it's going to be a double substitution from West Ham. What is this? Why is this doing this? Looks like it's going to be Somerville and Danny Ings coming on the field for a double substitution. Ball played over from Brentford in the back line. Paqueta tries to win the ball back. Forces the mistake from Brentford. Bowen drops in. Fighting for everything. Turns from Bowen. Plays the ball through for Brentford, but they make the mistake. Rodriguez just battling away. It's like a proper battle in the middle of the park just now. Well done. Mavropanos regains the ball back for West Ham as Areola's got it as well. Regain possession though from Brentford.
Yeah. There's going to be another double substitution coming in from West Ham. Danny Ings and Somerville look like they're about to come on. As you hear the West Ham fans singing loud and proud, as usual. If you're just joining us, this is the Matchday Live. West Ham drawn 1-0 with Brentford. Thanks to Tommy Souček goal again. The helicopter celebration was back out. Potter gets the ball from a 1-2. He drives in field, but West Ham have got enough bodies back there. Tadebo came across, covered so well, then Danos came in and did well as well. Tadebo's Cam collected on the ball, plays the ball back into Konstantinos. He's inside the 18-yard box, and he goes for a big switch play. Wild pass. Wild. Potter tries to go long. West Ham about to make the substitution. It might be just Somerville. Just going to keep an eye on this one, but I think it could. Oh no, they've gone early, so they've not allowed the substitutions to take place. Brentford have held on to it. Potter. Again, Brentford on the ball. Tries to drive through lots of traffic, the Brentford player does, but West Ham have got enough bodies there. Tommy Suchek clears for West Ham. Wan-Bissaka wins, Antonio wins the header, tries to get in and around the Brentford player, but can't. They've won the second ball. They come on the attack. But there's a foul against Tommy Suchek. Goes straight into the back of the Brentford player, and it's a foul. Maybe right on the kind of touchline. It's going to be a double substitution. So Danny Ings and Somerville are going to be coming on for West Ham. Ball whipped in, back post. Oh, I tell you what, Tadebo's done enough there. Corner to Brentford. Tadebo's done enough there just to put the pressure on the player. The ball's gone out. Clearance from Tadebo. Brentford just calling for some messiness on the penalty spot. 20 minutes to go. Antonio having a little bit of a laugh with the old ref. Little bit of banter. Taking the short corner on Mbuemo. Back to Mbuemo. Plays a 1-2. Good there from Soler. It's bloody brilliant from Soler. Bowen then loses the ball in a dangerous area. Mbuemo crosses the ball into the mix. Cleared from Mavropanos. Colo Soler just getting stuck in, man. Getting involved. Ball has found its way back into Brentford. West Ham struggling to get out of our own half just now. But Soler's getting stuck in, man. Ball switched over to the right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka's there. As Brentford are just on the edge of the 18-yard. Paqueta gets the ball nipped on into the back post, cleared from Mavropanos. West Ham really struggling to get out of our half just now. Brentford are on the up, holding on to the ball, peppering balls into our box. But our defence currently standing up to the mix. West Ham still haven't made the substitutions yet. The two subs have been standing on the sidelines, probably going on 8 minutes. Come on, West Ham, clear this. Go up, banging a goal. Front post, cleared from Paqueta. Again, finds its way into the path of the Brentford player, but then it has been cleared again from Paqueta. And Soler is chasing as the ball finds its way for the first time in about 6 minutes in the Brentford half with their goalkeeper who punts the ball forward. Ball finds its way back into Areola as Kilman just manages that really well. The last 5 minutes, there's been 80% possession to Brentford over West Ham's 20. Carlos Soler collects the ball, drops into Paquetá on the left-hand side. He plays the ball back into Wan-Bissaka, who's now switched over to the left-hand side. Ball through to Guido Rodriguez. He finds Todibo, nothing on, back to Rodriguez. He's going to switch over to Kilman, who's driving forward for West Ham on the left-hand side. On the halfway line, nothing on, cuts back, finds Soler on the halfway spot. Nothing on for him. Again, he plays it back to Guido. Rodriguez on the edge of the centre circle. He switches over to Kilman on the left-hand side, halfway spot. Drives forward, finds Paquetá. Souček makes the run, but he doesn't find Souček. He holds on to it. He plays the ball back into Kilman on the halfway line. Ball again played back into Rodriguez, who's dropped in. Todibo skips by one player. Nice ball into the path of Antonio, but it just bounces off Antonio straight to the Brentford player. I see the vision that the way I'm seeing a little bit of vision with that three at the back, the switch to the three back. Brentford, again, West Ham have been trying to make a sub now, going on 10 minutes, but we cannot get these subs on as Brentford have got a bit of space down that right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka's there, but Brentford have played the ball back. The ball has not left the field for minutes. The play's not stopped. Ball forward. Brentford player's been tripped up. Calling for a free kick, but referee doesn't give it. Areola holds on to the ball. Danny Ings has been standing for 12 minutes trying to come on. Antonio's dropped in, chested the ball down. He finds Mavropanos on the right back position, playing quite far forward. He's done well. He finds Antonio. Mavropanos has made the run forward. Antonio has played such a shit ball. But now here comes the substitutions for West Ham. Antonio off. Danny Ings. And Paquetá off. I'm not into that. Paquetá's frustrated. He's not happy at coming off. Somerville is on for Paquetá. Danny Ings done well, collects the ball, feeds it out to Tommy Souček. Danny Ings goes down the right-hand side, holds on to it, tries to whip the ball in. Keeper comes and collects. Now, the team shape I'm putting out is probably not going to be the shape, but I don't have the time. I'll work it out in a second. I just want to get something up on the screen so you know who's actually on the field. Oh, putting the pressure on their keeper. Oh, he nearly gives the ball away. He does. Wan-Bissaka's done in there, but he looks like he's fouled. But then they've come out on top again. Wan-Bissaka's come out on top with the ball down the left-hand side. Cleared from Brentford. Just having a look here to see where everyone's kind of positioned. I don't know if Somerville's playing just off of Ings. I think he is. Yeah, he is. Wan-Bissaka, good ball, but it's been cleared from Brentford. It's gone out for a West Ham corner. That's not the current line. That's not the shape of the team right now, and that's not the players in the right positions. We'll have a look at that moving forward. So ignore that kind of slightly. Players are all correct. The shape's not. Corner to West Ham. Jared Bowen. Ball whipped in. Oh, where is it? Whipped in from Konstantinos. Danny Ings rises, tries to get to the second header. Ball stays in, cleared from Brentford. Oh, referee's going to blow the whistle there and give a free kick. Every day of the week. Ball played forward from Brentford's. Got the ball back in their defence. Keeper's got it. Oh, well, Somerville clutch onto that. Can't. Ings puts the pressure on the keeper. Takes a heavy touch. Plays the ball out to the right back. West Ham put the pressure on, but we regain possession straight away with Carlos Soler. He switches play over. Great ball to Konstantinos Mavropanos. Do not shoot. His referee's blown up for a handball on Konstantinos Mavropanos. That's such a shame. He was in such a good area for a drive and attack and a counter. Ajay comes forward for Brentford. Cleared from Mavropanos. Throw in to Brentford.
Will there be extra time if it says like that?
No.
Well, what do then?
Just stay the same. That's it.
But who goes to the next round?
It's not a cup. It's just the league.
Oh.
Ball back with the keeper. Punted forward from Brentford. Kilman wins the header. They've won the header. Punted ball forwards. Kilman collects. Areola takes his time, plays the ball into Todibo. Todibo drives forward for West Ham. He goes for a big long ball forward up over the top for Bowen to chase. Can't get it, but he has latched onto the second ball. He does well to regain the possession back from Brentford. He drives into the box. He goes low, but can't get it in. He goes for a second chance. Brentford are there. And he goes for a big clearance. The ball's out. But it should fall into the path of a West Ham player. Todibo. Areola punts the ball forward. There's a clearance. Well won there from Mavropanos. Bowen. Bowen! Why is he not gone? Soler on the edge. Plays it into Somerville. Somerville shoots. Oh, I tell you what, I'm so surprised that Bowen done that. Brentford are panicking there. Somerville's done really well. Soler has done some wonderful move in the middle of the park. I'm so surprised that Bowen's not driven towards the goal and shot. It's a corner to West Ham. I'm really surprised he's not just gone for it. Unlucky from Bowen, unlucky from West Ham. Corner to West Ham. Here comes a whipped ball in from Jared Bowen, an outswinger. Can't beat the first man. I can't stand that. Somerville does win the back though for West Ham. Wan-Bissaka. He's under pressure from Mbeumo. There's nothing on. He plays the ball back into Kilman. Areola collects it. Has to go long. There's nothing on for him. Mavropanos is playing further forward. Do you know what? I'm going to say here? I'm going to make a really crazy, bold statement. I quite like Mavropanos going forward. I'm not even joking. I feel more comfortable knowing that he's going forward than he is coming back, and he's actually done all right. Definitely enjoyed the second half more than I've enjoyed the first half anyway. That is for sure. Brentford collect the ball. West Ham trying to hold their shape a little bit more. As they play the ball back through their centre-backs. Switch over the right-hand side. Brentford playing a 1-2, trying to get in and around Wan-Bissaka. Mbeumo versus Wan-Bissaka. Kilman's come back. Done overlapping run. Crossed in. Cleared from Todibo. Cleared again from Soler. Mbeumo down the right-hand side for Brentford. He's got two West Ham players on him.
He sprays the ball back to the Brentford player. Ball just at the edge. That's good football from Brentford. They're just over near the corner flag. Nip chips it in. Cleared again from West Ham. Cleared again. The second ball from Soler. Up the field. Danny Ings is chasing the defender. That's unlucky. West Ham putting the pressure on and starting to close down. Really well one back there from Konstantinos Mavropanos. Bowen collects it. Bowen nearly dispossessed again. Bowen's been getting dispossessed all game. Guido plays the ball into Wan-Bissaka. It's a terrible ball from Rodriguez. And Wan-Bissaka hasn't got the pace to get back to cover. He does. And Mbeumo on the edge. Tries to put the ball through. Good clearance there from Kilman. But we keep playing like hospital passes to our players. Someone go to him. Wan-Bissaka, go to him. Out on the far side. Ball whipped into the box. Cleared again from Todibo. Chested in from Brentford. Chips it over. Cleared from Todibo. Right, get a hold of it, West Ham. Come on, Somerville. Puts the pressure on. Somerville does really well. Oh, it's a heavy landing from the Brentford defender. He's landed straight onto his lower back. There's not a foul there. There's not a foul there. Both players more than entitled to go for it. There was no intent from Somerville, but he has gone down heavy on his back, his lower back, the Brentford player. Yeah. Dallas, I'm Anton, not Russ. But thank you very much for the kind words. Damien, we've been better the second half. First half we were poor. We've not been awful. We've not been awful in the second half. I'm not saying it's amazing. We've just not been awful in the second half. It's been better. I've enjoyed the second half more. I'm not saying it's amazing. It's just another one of those games where it feels like Lopetegui's trying stuff, and I think I'm ready for him to like make his decision what he's going to do, who he's going to play, what vision he's going to do. I don't have a clue what his vision is because he's pulling players off randomly at different times, and I don't understand some of them. But hey ho, Brentford from distance. Arula does well to collect the ball for West Ham. He rolls the ball into the path of Kilman. Kilman over to Wan-Bissaka as he drives forwards. Somerville. Nothing on. Soler holds on to it, plays the ball back into Kilman. Kilman over. Kilman now. Switches play over. Wan-Bissaka holds on to it. He finds Soler. Plays the ball back into Kilman. Kilman over to Wan-Bissaka. Drives down the left. Terrible ball in for there. But Danny Ings has done well to win that ball back. But West Ham trying to win the second ball. It's a big battle. Wan-Bissaka, absolute shoulder barge to the Brentford player. He's done well. He holds on to the ball for West Ham. He's gone down to the corner. He's trying to get out of it. I don't know what he's done. He's kept the ball in. Oh, it's a goal kick. That's unlucky from Wan-Bissaka. He was smothered by 3 or 4 Brentford players. He's done really well trying to get out of that situation. Ball has gone out. Be interesting to see if Lopetegui makes his final sub. Night 1-2 from Brentford as the player travels down the left-hand side. Mavropanos has read that really well. Mavropanos has probably had his best game in a West Ham shirt this half. Carlos Soler's been dispossessed, but he does well. Oh. Lewis Potter is going to get a yellow card for that, kicking the ball away. Oh, Thomas Frank. But I thought Lewis Potter got the yellow card there. Anyway, who cares? 3 minutes to go, West Ham fans. Remember, we will be live straight after the stream for the highlights review show.
Comes the throw in. Well done from Mavropanos again. Ball up for Danny Ings to chase. Unfortunately, he's up there himself. He's got a lot of work having to do. Max Keelman drops in, goes for a big clearance up top for Jared Bowen to chase. West Ham drop in, win the ball back in the midfield. Danny Ings holds up the ball really well. Gives it away. Soler wins the ball back. He punts the ball forward for Somerville. He collects it. Does a nice touch on the edge of the 18. Tries to put the ball through for Bowen. Oh, he's just nudged off the ball from the defender. It's great defending from the Brentford player. Nudges Bowen off. But their keeper's gone early and he's put them into a dangerous position. Tadebo's over there on the right-hand side with the Brentford player. Well done, Tadebo. He's done well. Somerville drives at the defender. Somerville puts the pressure on, forced Brentford to put the ball back into the halfway line. Oh, I thought Bowen was going to pull the trigger there and hit the shot, but the defender just shrugged them off. Enough strength there in the shoulder. Wonder how much added time we're going to get. Brentford just holding on to the ball in the West Ham half. West Ham just trying to stay with the men. We have tried to win ball back. Somerville gets stuck in, but it's still a throw in to Brentford. Remember, we will be live for the highlights review show after the match. Brentford come on the attack down the right-hand side. West Ham have got the bodies back there. They're holding on to possession. Ball through the middle. Just on the edge of the 18. Tadebo steps out, wins the ball back for West Ham. He does really well. He's in a very, very good game for West Ham today. Very commanding. Very clear in his approach. Proper mustard. Brentford keeper. Oh my God. What's he doing? Bowen nearly managed to nip his foot in there and get the ball away from him. Coming up to the time where we'll find out how much stoppage time is left. I'm going to say 4. 15 seconds to go till we find out. Brentford got the ball on the edge of the centre circle in the West Ham half. Ball spade over to the right-hand side. Jeremy's about to come off. 5 minutes of added time. I think Lewis Jeremy's coming on for West Ham. Lewis Potter for Brentford. Ball through the middle for Brentford. Switches it over to the left-hand side. Heavy ball, but can Brentford keep it in? They can. Ball again through the middle for Brentford. But 30 yards out. Switches it to the back post. Cleared from Kilman. Nearly into the path of the Brentford player. And it goes out for a Brentford corner. Remember, we will be live straight after the stream. I'll let you know when we are live across there. Looks like, is it Lewis Jeremy's coming on? Oh, please, West Ham. Please, West Ham. Ball whipped in. Cleared from Dinos. On the edge of the box for Brentford. He goes over to Mbuemo again on the right-hand side. Bowen's there. Bowen onto his left foot. Mbuemo. Shut up. He's dived. It's absolutely never a penalty. Shut up. There is no way. No way. Not a penalty. Calm your beans, Brentford. Calm your beans, lads. Right, here comes Jared Bowen. And it's Andy Irving. Sorry, I thought it was Jeremy. Quite excited. What is get referee blown up for?
Who's got a yellow card there? Kilman. Free kick to Brentford inside the centre circle. The keepers come out to take it. Oh, don't stand up to him. Ball whipped in, a big up and under, back post. Get rid of it! Oh my god, they're screaming for a penalty. Their player has gone down. He's holding his shin. VAR will check this. I'm telling you that now. VAR will check this. Is it a West Ham player on the floor? It's a Brentford player on the floor. VAR will check this. Huh? What? Nah, it's not a penalty. We're fine. Never a penalty. Never a penalty. Wan-Bissaka's not even looking. Throw into West Ham. I think the referee will give it maybe another 30 seconds, minute. Somerville wins the header. Soler, can he snatch onto it? He can't. Big, massive clearance from Brentford. Path into Todibo. Todibo clears. Sireko. What? Who am I talking about? Sireko and Sireko. Who am I talking about? Somerville. Come on. Big clearance from Brentford. Andy Irvine in the middle of the park. Brentford come on the attack. Irvine's following the ball. Don't make any silly fouls. Soler's there. Back with their defenders. Oh, I just love if we snatch on and just drive like a maniac and go forward. Todibo has done such a fucking good job today. Lewis Potter. Brentford. Ball whipped into the mix. Cleared from West Ham. Carlos Soler. Rodriguez. West Ham come back in and collect it. Wan-Bissaka driving. It's getting fouled. Referee still letting the game go. What the hell are we doing? Andy Irvine's done really well. Carlos Soler, Wan-Bissaka plays a nice 1-2. It's good. Play the ball over! Oh, God! No, something God! Fucking shit! His name's Somerville! Why am I calling him in Sireko? His name's Somerville! West Ham have got a chance, though. We've got a throw in deep in the Brentford half. It's probably going to be the last opportunity. It comes a big, long throw in. Throw everything at it. Big throw in from Dinos into the mix. Oh, does that hit the bar? It's a corner. It is a corner. Their keeper saved it. Soler's gone for it. Oh, the referee's fucking blowing the whistle. He's blowing the fucking whistle. Don't know why we've not been given that corner. Do not know why we've not been given that corner. Right. Come across, and Lopetegui's going mental. He's going mental. I don't know why we've not been given the corner when we've got the momentum. Come across to the highlights review show. It has started. If you are watching, the game's finished, 31 each. If you are watching, it means game. When this stream is done, you'll get the opportunity to come across and talk to us on the Highlights Review Show. If it doesn't automatically put you across, search for West Ham Network on YouTube, or wait till the stream finishes and see if the little logo comes up, which means you should be able to click on it. So I'll see you across there in 2 minutes. Come on, your hands.